listen to me and listen closely. Your life is slipping through your fingers every single day you allow your focus to waver. The distractions, the doubts, the comfort zones you hide in, they are stealing the person you were meant to become. But here's the truth. The version of you you've always dreamed of, they're already waiting just on the other side of discipline, clarity, and relentless action. Every moment you choose focus over distraction, every decision to push past fear, you move closer. Today, not tomorrow, is the day you claim that life. Are you ready to step into it? Imagine for a moment that everything you've ever wanted, the life you've dreamed of, the person you've always hoped to become is just on the other side of your focus. Not luck, not connections, not timing, but focus. Because when you truly lock in, when you pour your energy into one direction, the world starts moving with you. It's almost like a force awakens inside of you. But here's the thing, most people don't understand the sheer power of ruthless focus. They drift, scatter, hop from idea to idea, chasing excitement instead of results. They think being busy equals being productive, but it doesn't. Being busy is a distraction. It's the illusion of movement, real change, real growth, real transformation. That comes from the moment you decide in your bones that nothing else matters except this one mission. You see, focus is not a gentle suggestion. It's a demand. It's the fire that separates the dreamers from the achievers. And I want you to feel that intensity right now, the intensity of knowing that your life, as it is today, will not create the future you're capable of. Your future self, the version of you who's strong, successful, unstoppable, is waiting. But they can't reach you if you're giving your attention away. Every minute spent scrolling, doubting, hesitating, or chasing something that doesn't matter is a minute lost forever. Every second your focus wavers is a second your future self could have been building power, building strength, building momentum. Here's the truth, focus is not about doing more, it's about doing less, but doing it with every fiber of your being. It's saying no to the things that are easy, comfortable, or distracting so you can say yes to the one thing that will transform your life. It's understanding that energy follows attention and attention determines destiny. You cannot create the life you want while half-heartedly committing. You cannot transform your mind, your body, or your results while giving yourself permission to drift. Focus requires discipline. Focus demands sacrifice. Focus requires a relentless refusal to allow your attention to be stolen. And yet, here's the beautiful part. Once you commit, once you lock in, the world opens for you. The impossible suddenly becomes possible. Doors that once felt closed start swinging wide because your energy is aligned, your mind becomes sharper, your decisions faster, your results inevitable. I want you to picture your life if every single day, every single action was directed with precision toward the person you want to become. Imagine the momentum you'd build. Imagine the habits that would form. Imagine the confidence you'd develop, the skills you'd master, the respect you command, all because you refuse to scatter your energy, refuse to chase every shiny object, refuse to let fear or doubt dictate your attention. Focus transforms ordinary people into legends. It creates leaders. It builds warriors. And it begins with a choice, a decision you make right now in this moment to stop allowing distractions to run your life. But let me be clear, this is not easy. Focus is uncomfortable. It asks you to leave behind the familiar. It asks you to resist temptation, to say no when everyone else says yes, to keep going when the world wants you to stop. And yet, that discomfort is your ally. That tension is growth in disguise. Because every time you redirect your attention to what truly matters, every time you push past distraction, you strengthen the muscle of focus. You make it unshakable. You make it unstoppable. You make it who you are. And here's the thing most people never realize. The future you are dreaming of isn't waiting for you to dabble. It's waiting for you to fully show up. It's waiting for you to stop drifting and start dominating. The person you've always wanted to be isn't vague, and they aren't patient. They need you to decide right now that nothing else will take priority. That is the threshold. That is where the difference is made. The fire, the momentum, the results, all of it begins with focus. Not tomorrow, not when you feel like it. Now, right now, your energy is your life. Your attention is your life. What you decide to focus on today is the life you'll live tomorrow, so make the decision. Lock in, let the noise fade, let the distractions die, let every ounce of your being move toward the person you are destined to become. And from this moment, let nothing pull you away because your life depends on it. Let's be brutally honest for a moment. The biggest threat to the life you dream of isn't your boss, the economy, or lack of opportunity. The biggest threat is something much closer. It's distraction. It's the tiny, seemingly harmless interruptions that creep into your day and slowly steal your future. Every notification ping, every endless scroll, every moment you give your attention to something that doesn't matter is like a drop of water eroding the foundation of your life. You might not notice it now, but over time it accumulates. And before you know it, months, years, even decades have passed, and you're still standing in the same place wondering why your life hasn't changed. Distraction is clever. It dresses itself as entertainment, relaxation, even necessity. It whispers, it's okay, just one more, you deserve a break. You'll get to it later. And most people listen. They think they're in control, but control is an illusion when your attention is constantly hijacked. Your dreams aren't being stolen from you by the world. They're being handed away by you. Every time you let your focus drift, every time you give your energy to something that doesn't serve your purpose, you are choosing comfort over growth, ease over progress, the temporary over the eternal. Now, I want you to feel this for a moment. Feel the weight of the opportunities that have passed by because you weren't fully present. Think about the moments you could have taken a leap, spoken up, worked harder, or pushed further, but you didn't because you were caught in distraction's grip. Maybe it was social media, maybe it was endless entertainment, maybe it was fear disguised as hesitation. Whatever it was, the result is the same: wasted time, wasted energy, and a dream delayed. The harsh reality is that life doesn't wait. Time doesn't stop for you to find your focus. Every second you spend distracted is a second your future self cannot reclaim. And yet the beautiful thing about this moment, right here, right now, is that you can take it back. You can take control of your attention. You can decide that distraction no longer dictates your life. But it starts with awareness. You have to see it for what it is. You have to acknowledge that every time you allow your mind to wander, you're choosing stagnation, you're choosing mediocrity, you're choosing a life smaller than the one you were meant to live. Distractions are not just external, they're internal too. Fear, doubt, procrastination, excuses, these are all distractions dressed in the clothes of justification. They sound convincing, they feel comfortable, but they are lies. They are the silent killers of potential. They keep you busy while your dreams slip further away. And the moment you realize this, the moment you take a hard look at every way you've been giving your attention to things that don't matter, you can start taking it back. You can start reclaiming your life, your energy, your power. It won't be easy. The world is built to distract you. Every app, every advertisement, every pull of comfort is designed to fragment your focus. That is the system, and most people are caught in it without even realizing it. But when you fight against it, when you deliberately, intentionally, and ruthlessly protect your attention, that's when transformation begins. That's when you start moving toward the life you want, the person you want to become, the future that's waiting for you. The truth is, your dreams are precious, but they are fragile. They cannot survive in a mind that is constantly pulled in 100 different directions. They require your full attention, your full energy, your full presence. And the moment you understand this, really understand it, your life will start to shift. You will begin to say no to the things that don't matter. You will begin to eliminate distractions that drain your energy. You will begin to prioritize what actually moves you forward. And with every small victory over distraction, your focus grows stronger, sharper, more unshakable. Ask yourself, how many of the distractions I allow are actually serving me? How many are stealing my time, my energy, my potential? And then make the decision. Decide today that distraction no longer has power over you. Decide today that your attention is a weapon and you will use it to build the life you've always imagined. Decide that you will no longer allow your future self to wait while you dabble in things that don't matter. Distraction is loud, persistent, and tempting, but you are stronger. Your dreams are worth the fight. Your focus is the bridge between where you are and where you are meant to be. Guard it, protect it, fight for it every single day, because the person you dream of becoming is waiting and they cannot wait forever. I want you to picture something for a moment. Close your eyes if you have to and really see it. The person you've always dreamed of becoming, the one who is strong, confident, unstoppable, fully alive, fully realized, they are already out there, not in some distant, abstract future. Not somewhere unreachable. They exist. They are real. And right now they are watching you. Every decision you make, every action you take, every moment you hesitate or hold back, they are noticing. They are waiting for you to show up. This is a powerful truth. Your future self is not passive. They are not sitting quietly hoping things will work out. They are actively expecting you to step up, to rise to the level they know you are capable of. But here's the thing. They can't do it for you. They cannot push you forward, cannot take your place. They can only guide, remind, and challenge you. The bridge between the person you are today and the person you are meant to become is built entirely by the choices you make right now. Every moment of focus, every disciplined action, every courageous step draws you closer. Every moment of distraction, hesitation, fear, or complacency pushes you further away. I want you to feel this with intensity. Imagine looking across a river at the life you've always wanted. On the other side stands that version of you, proud, accomplished, fulfilled. And here you are on the edge, holding back. You can hear their voice. You can feel their energy. They're saying, come, step forward, claim it. But each time you let the noise of doubt, the pull of comfort, or the temptation of the easy choice distract you, you turn away. You keep them waiting, and they are not patient forever. This is where most people fail. They think their future will arrive without effort, without clarity, without focus. They think time and luck will carry them. But time is neutral and luck is unreliable. Your future self is counting on you. And the truth is, they are relying on your ability to take responsibility, to act, to stay committed, and to push through every obstacle. Your dreams don't just wait quietly. They demand your courage, your energy, your attention. They require you to be present, fully engaged, fully determined every single day. Now imagine what would happen if you stopped holding back, if you stopped making excuses, if you stopped letting fear and doubt dictate your path, if you truly aligned your daily choices with the vision of the person you're meant to be. The bridge between who you are and who you are becoming would shrink. Momentum would build. Confidence would grow. Opportunities that once seemed impossible would appear because you are now acting from clarity, purpose, and unwavering focus. Your future self would no longer be waiting. They would be walking beside you, guiding, supporting, cheering you forward. But it starts with awareness. You have to see that your future self exists and that everything you do today either honors them or betrays them. Every habit, every decision, every choice matters. Every time you settle for mediocrity, every time you compromise, Every time you let distractions win, you are pushing the life you want just a little further away. And the painful truth is that one day, your future self will stop waiting. They will stop asking, stop nudging, stop hoping. They will only exist in the memory of your excuses if you fail to act now. This is not a threat. It is a call to power. You are not powerless. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of your destiny, the architect of the bridge between who you are and who you are becoming. And the most potent tool you have is your focus. Focus allows you to align your actions, to make choices that serve your growth, to accelerate every step toward your ideal self. Focus allows you to stop wandering, to stop wasting time. Focus is the handshake between today and tomorrow. I want you to feel that urgency in your body. Feel the electricity of knowing that the person you've always dreamed of becoming is not just a dream. They are real, they are waiting. And the only way to reach them is to move with purpose, to act with intensity, to live each day as if your life depends on it, because it does. Every step you take toward clarity, discipline, and relentless focus is a step toward meeting them. Every distraction you resist, every fear you face, every habit you build is a hand extended across that river, pulling you closer, and the closer you get, the more alive you feel, the more powerful you become, the more unstoppable your journey turns. Your future self is not a fantasy. They are your destiny waiting to be claimed. The question is simple: will you show up for them, or will you keep them waiting forever? Let me be real with you for a moment. Growth, transformation, becoming the person you've always dreamed of being, it is never painless. If it were easy, everyone would do it. If it were effortless, no one would struggle, no one would fail, no one would wonder why their life hasn't changed. The truth is, the path to greatness is lined with discomfort. It is lined with moments that challenge you, moments that test you, moments that make you question if it's even worth it. But here's the thing: every moment of pain, every sacrifice, every uncomfortable choice is the currency of success. And the cost of avoiding that pain is far greater. Think about it. You can endure temporary discomfort to create a future you'll be proud of. You can cling to comfort today and carry the weight of regret for the rest of your life. Pain now or regret forever. The choice is yours, but don't fool yourself into thinking that inaction is neutral. Inaction is a decision. Every day you settle, every day you choose the easy path, every day you resist growth, you are signing a contract with mediocrity. You are choosing a life that is smaller than what you were meant to live. And the longer you delay, the heavier that regret will feel. It accumulates silently, quietly, until one day you wake up and realize that time has passed, opportunities have been lost, and the person you were capable of becoming has waited too long. Discipline is temporary pain. Regret is a lifetime sentence. And here's the brutal beauty of it: the very discomfort that scares you, the very challenge you want to avoid, is exactly what will forge the strength, the courage, and the resilience you need to become unstoppable. Every time you push through fear, every time you choose action over procrastination, every time you embrace the grind instead of running from it, you are building yourself. You are stacking bricks on the foundation of your future. And those bricks, those small but deliberate acts of courage and discipline, will eventually form a life that feels effortless, not because it was easy, but because you became strong enough to handle it. The human mind is wired to seek comfort, to avoid pain. That's natural. But natural is not what creates greatness. Natural keeps you safe, but safe never changes your life. Safe never turns dreams into reality. Safe never pushes you the edge where your potential lies. Growth demands that you step out of safety, that you risk discomfort, that you stare fear and uncertainty in the face and keep moving anyway. It is in those moments that your character is built. It is in those moments that your momentum grows. It is in those moments that you discover what you are truly capable of. And yet, most people choose the opposite. Most people settle for comfort today while their dreams quietly fade away. Most people wait for the perfect moment, a moment that doesn't exist. They wait for ease, for certainty, for everything to align perfectly. But the truth is, the perfect moment never comes. Life is messy. Life is unpredictable. Life will test you relentlessly. And if you are waiting for life to be easy, you will never become the person you are capable of becoming. So here's the reality. If you want the life you dream of, if you want the person you dream of becoming, you must learn to embrace the discomfort. You must learn to push through the pain of discipline, the challenge of growth, the resistance of fear, and the tension of uncertainty. Every uncomfortable choice, every deliberate action, every refusal to settle is a step toward the future you have been imagining. And every time you choose comfort instead, every time you procrastinate, every time you avoid the challenge, you are taking a step backward, away from your potential, away from the life that is waiting for you. It is a simple equation. Temporary pain builds strength, builds momentum, builds a life you are proud of. Avoidance and comfort build regret. And regret is heavier than any discomfort you will feel in the moment. It haunts you quietly at first, and then it grows until it becomes a shadow over everything you do. But the good news is that it doesn't have to. You can choose differently starting right now. You can decide that the discomfort is not your enemy, but your ally. You can decide that every challenge, every sacrifice, every moment that stretches you, an opportunity to become stronger, sharper, and more unstoppable. You can decide that your future is more important than your present comfort. You have a choice every day. You can choose the pain of discipline, the tension of growth, and the effort of transformation, knowing that it will carry you toward the life you've dreamed of. Or you can choose the ease of inaction, the comfort of avoidance, the false security of standing still and carry the burden of regret for the rest of your life. The difference between the life you are living today and the life you have been dreaming of is simple. How much discomfort are you willing to endure now to create a future that matters? I want you to understand something crucial. Focus is powerful, but focus combined with momentum is unstoppable. Momentum is what turns action into results, what turns effort into breakthroughs, what turns dreams into reality. And the beautiful truth is that momentum doesn't come all at once. It doesn't arrive like a lightning strike. It builds slowly, steadily, relentlessly through small, consistent, deliberate actions. Every day you commit to showing up, to putting in the work, to doing what matters, no matter how small it feels in the moment. You are stacking energy. You are building force. You are creating a power that, once unleashed, cannot be stopped. Momentum is a secret weapon most people overlook. They want results instantly. They want overnight success. They want transformation to happen while they scroll, while they wait, while they hesitate. But that's not how greatness is built. Greatness is built by small wins, by daily victories, by the accumulation of disciplined choices repeated over and over again. Every action, every step forward, no matter how insignificant it feels, compounds over time, and the compounding effect is exponential. One focused day leads to another. One victory leads to another. One breakthrough leads to another. And before you know it, you are no longer struggling to make progress. You are unstoppable. But here's the catch: momentum is fragile. It can be killed by hesitation, by distraction, by the choice to settle. Every time you skip a day, every time you give your energy to something that doesn't matter, every time you choose comfort over action, momentum slows, stalls, and sometimes even reverses. That is why discipline is so important. That is why focus is non-negotiable. Because momentum isn't a gift, it's a responsibility. It is something you have to cultivate every single day with intentionality, with courage, with relentless effort. Now I want you to see this clearly. Momentum isn't just about doing the work. It's about building confidence, building belief, building unstoppable energy that propels you forward even when the world resists you. Each time you follow through, each time you honor your commitment, each time you push past fear or doubt or resistance, you are creating force. You are creating a current that carries you toward the life you've imagined. And the more you feed it, the stronger it becomes. The more consistent you are, the harder it becomes to stop you. Think about the power of compounding. One day of focused action may feel small. One small decision may seem insignificant. But when repeated, when multiplied, when stacked over weeks, months, and years, it transforms your life. Momentum doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. It requires showing up again and again, even when the results are not immediately visible. It requires trust that the actions you take today are laying the foundation for the life you will live tomorrow. And that trust, once earned, becomes fuel, it becomes energy, it becomes belief. And belief is unstoppable. The key is to start. Stop waiting for the perfect day, the perfect opportunity, the perfect conditions. Momentum begins with action, no matter how small. Take the first step, then the next, then the next. Each step creates motion. Each step creates force. Each step builds confidence. And once momentum starts, it has a way of carrying you past obstacles, past fear, past doubt. Once momentum starts, it makes the impossible feel inevitable. But there's more. Momentum is not just personal power, it is contagious. When you move with force, when you act with consistency, when you refuse to stop, you inspire others. You create energy that draws opportunities, that attracts allies, that commands attention. Momentum is magnetic. It doesn't just move you forward. It moves the world around you. That is why leaders, creators, and high achievers understand the compounding power of momentum. They don't wait for motivation, they create it through action. They don't wait for circumstances, they create their own force. They understand that momentum is not just a result. It is a weapon, a tool, a vehicle for transformation. Now imagine yourself in that place. Imagine a life where every day, every action, every choice adds to the force of your momentum. Imagine the energy you'd feel, the confidence you'd build, the results that would no longer be a dream but a reality. Imagine the unstoppable power that comes from showing up consistently, refusing to quit, and moving forward with purpose even when it's hard. That is the life that is waiting for you. That is the future you are capable of creating. Momentum is the bridge between where you are now and where you are meant to be. It is the energy that turns focus into results, pain into growth, discipline into freedom. And the only way to build it is to start, to keep going, to persist, to stack one small victory after another until the current becomes a wave that carries you toward everything you've ever imagined. The question is simple. Will you start? Will you commit? Will you feed the force that is waiting to carry you forward? Because once momentum starts, nothing can stop you. Now we arrive at the moment where everything comes together. You've learned about focus, about distraction, about your future self, about the cost of pain versus regret, about momentum. But here's the final truth. It's not enough to chase the dream. You must become the dream. The life you've imagined, the person you've always wanted to be, isn't waiting for permission. They are waiting for you to embody them. They are waiting for you to step fully into the role, to walk, talk, think, and act as if you were already that person. Because transformation is not something that happens to you. Transformation is something you create by becoming the very thing you desire. Most people spend their lives chasing visions, chasing goals, chasing the idea of who they want to be, but they never stop to ask the most important question. Am I living as that person today? Chasing without becoming is frustration. Achieving without embodying is hollow. If you want the life you dream of, if you want the results, the fulfillment, the energy, the power, you have to start by living it. You have to breathe it. You have to think like it, speak like it, act like it. Your identity is the engine of your success. Your habits are the fuel. And the choices you make every day are the ignition that sets it in motion. Becoming the person you dream of requires courage because it asks you to leave behind who you've been comfortable being. It asks you to stop settling for excuses, to stop allowing doubt and fear to dictate your actions, to stop giving your power away to things that don't matter. It asks you to step into a version of yourself that may feel unfamiliar at first, that may feel intimidating, even impossible, but that is waiting for you on the other side of commitment. And every time you choose to live as that person, every time you act with purpose, every time you make a decision that aligns with your highest vision, you are proving to yourself that you are capable. You are proving that you belong. The world is full of people who dream but never become, they hope but never embody. They wait for the right circumstances, the right timing, the right mood, the perfect alignment of stars. But the truth is there is no perfect moment. There is only now. There is only the decision to stand up, to own your power, to embody the life that is waiting for you. And the more you do this, the easier it becomes. The more consistent you are in living as your ideal self, the more natural it feels. The more unstoppable it becomes, and the more your reality starts to reflect the vision you've carried in your heart. Becoming your ideal self is not about achieving perfection. It is about commitment. It is about presence. It is about refusing to let your identity be defined by fear, by doubt, by distraction, by anything less than who you are capable of being. Every choice you make that aligns with your vision is a vote for the life you deserve. Every action you take in integrity, with purpose, with intensity, strengthens the bridge between who you are today and who you are becoming. And over time, that bridge becomes unshakable. That bridge becomes your identity. That bridge becomes your reality. And here's the most powerful part. When you fully embody the person you dream of being, you don't just change your own life. You elevate everything around you. You inspire others. You attract opportunities. You become a force that moves through the world with unstoppable energy. The person you were waiting for has been waiting inside you all along. They are not somewhere far away. They are here now, ready to be unleashed. And the only thing standing between you and them is the decision to claim your power, to step into your life, to live as the person you were always meant to be. This is where all the lessons converge. Focus is the path. Discipline is the bridge. Momentum is the engine. And becoming is the destination. But you cannot fake it. You cannot delay it. You cannot outsource it. You have to take it fully into your hands. You have to decide that you will no longer live beneath your potential. You will no longer let excuses, distractions, comfort, or fear define your life. You will no longer allow your dreams to wait. You will become the person you have always imagined, and you will live their life with full intensity, full presence, full commitment. Ask yourself, if I could be anyone I wanted to be, if I could live any life I've ever dreamed of, why would I settle for less? If the person I dream of becoming is waiting for me, why would I make them wait any longer? The answer is simple: I won't. I will step fully into their shoes. I will live as they would live. I will act as they would act. I will think as they would think. And I will refuse to stop until my reality reflects my vision, until my life is a mirror of the person I have chosen to become. The moment you decide this, the moment you commit fully to becoming your ideal self, everything changes. Your energy changes. Your actions change. Your results change. You stop chasing and start being. You stop hoping and start living. You stop waiting and start creating. Your life, your power, your destiny. It begins the moment you embody the person you are meant to be.